Well, hi there. It's me, Mitchell, and it's Thursday evening, August 1st. Hard to believe that it's August already. This is Journal 126 and T plus 121. As you probably know from some of the past blogs, this is Thursday, and Thursday every week is clinic day. It has been for quite some time. It's when I go to the doctor and I get my blood work done, and then we figure out um, what treatment's going to look like, or what my life is going to look like for the next week. And you walk out of the it's hard to see here, but you walk out of a clinic with how many 8 pages of mostly chemistry and blood work numbers. And we went over that today in great detail. It was a good visit. I had my last transfusion 2 weeks ago, and normally when that happens, there's a spike in hemoglobin, and we experienced that. I had it 3 weeks ago, actually. Last transfusion was 3 weeks ago, 3 Thursdays ago. And you usually get a spike in your hemoglobin numbers and some of the other numbers because you got somebody else's blood in your body, and you know that blood is a whole lot more normal than your blood. So, and then you have a dip. And usually it's a pretty precipitous dip, and then there's followed by a second dip, and depending on how bad that second dip is, if it gets in the 7.1, 7 to 7.3 range, or certainly if it goes below 7, you're going to wind up having another transfusion. And I didn't feel like I was going to need a transfusion today, which was interesting because this is when I would normally experience that second dip and really low numbers. And the low numbers would cause me to head for an infusion at the City of Hope. But I didn't feel like it. Physically, I didn't feel like it. I mean, my hemoglobin is still low enough to be considered severely anemic, but certainly there's a huge difference between 8.7 or 8.8 and 7.7 or 7.8, certainly in 7.3 or 7. So I didn't feel like I was going to need a transfusion. They took me off one of the anti-rejection drugs, or the second anti-rejection drug I've been taking up until very recently, last week, and that's known to suppress hemoglobin as well as a few of the other critical markers that they use to figure out how I'm doing. My hemoglobin had gone down from very low 9s, I believe, if I remember correctly, to 8.7. And in today's numbers, my hemoglobin actually went up. And I can't tell you right now whether the reason that it went up was because they took me off the other anti-rejection drug that acts as a suppressant, or because the stem cells are finally starting to do what they're supposed to do, and they're regenerating scarred bone marrow real estate so that the new stem cells can start regenerating the production of normal red blood cells. I mean, it, if you feel like you're lost, don't feel bad. I wish I had paid a lot more attention, a lot better attention in biology class in high school. All this would make a lot more sense to me. But what I do know is that last week my hemoglobin was 8.7, and this week it's 8.8. And that's the first time it's gone up without intervention. And that feels really, really good. That plus the fact that my platelets went back up slightly, and that a lot of the other numbers are trending in the right direction, are all exciting, because it's one step closer to normal, whatever that means. It's been so long, I don't remember, frankly. But it gives me the opportunity to have enough faith to go ahead and create a new normal. And that's okay. I don't have a problem with that. And I was talking to the doctor while he was drawing pictures to show me about neutrophil production and monocyte production and how the two are tied together, and what the numbers mean and what they imply for my recovery. And I'm not going to lie, my eyes glazed over just a little bit, and I probably felt the way some of my clients in another life felt when I was trying to working hard to describe a technology problem or a mechanical problem on their vehicle. Either you got that gene or you don't. And I think between both my Israeli donor and I were left out. We just got shortchanged. We were absent that day. What I do know is that when the doctor was looking at my appointment schedule for the next couple of months, he said, why don't I see you in 2 weeks instead of next Thursday? We'll see you the Thursday after that, and then we'll see you 2 weeks after that. And again, that's one of those times where you have these two sets of emotions that are battling it out within your body, within your head. One of them saying, that's great, that's incredible, it's showing you what confidence the doctor has that you're on the right track, and that you're getting better, and that things are getting more towards normal, and you should be thrilled. And the other one's saying, 2 weeks, huh? That's a long time. 2 weeks is a long time. Lots of crap can go wrong in 2 weeks. Are you sure you want to be away from the doctor for 2 weeks? I know it's a long drive, and I know the traffic's miserable, but that means you won't know what's going on for 2 weeks. Not until you get your blood drawn again. And I made sure that the voice doing the happy dance was the voice that won. Because when the doctors got enough confidence to send me, or to allow me to be away for 2 weeks, it means we're moving in the right direction. But what it also means is that there's going to come a time in the future, I don't know when. I mean, realistically, I thought that we would reach this juncture in my treatment and in my recovery a month or two from now, probably 2 months from now. And I didn't think we were going to hit that mile marker quite this quickly. But there's a point at which the doctor is going to say, well, I'll see you in a month. And I think that's when you start to know that things are going to be okay. And the healthier I get and the better I feel, And a big part of that's psychological. I mean, I wake up every day and I say, today's going to be a good day. But another part of it's physiological. And, you know, when you're anemic, you just get tired more easily. But as I get better, I know I'm getting closer to volunteering in some way to give back what I've been given, especially to the City of Hope, and trying to find a way to do that. So today was a great day. I got wonderful news. Um, I also got to see what my character looked like in Spider-Man, the video game that our son's company, Insomniac, uh, not his company, but the company that he works for, uh, produced. And I'm digitally immortalized in that. And it was kind of a giggle. So if you're on, you know, if you're one of Ryan's friends on Facebook, uh, go take a peek at that because he posted that. It's pretty crazy. In the meantime, stay well, take care. I'm going to probably try and sneak away and figure out how to do a little bit of exercising tomorrow. And then we'll talk again. See you then. Bye.